Ms. Ramsay was sharing the findings and recommendations of a study on Barbadians' perceptions about human trafficking and their recommendations on how to deal with the problem. The study, in which approximately 1,300 people were interviewed, was conducted by Professor Dwayne Devenish of the UWI's Cayfield campus.
89% of the persons who were surveyed admitted to little to some knowledge on human trafficking. Several Barbadians also believed that human trafficking referred to movement. In other words, there had to be some kind of movement from one place to another, and some kind of border had to be involved, or shipment of people as necessary conditions of human trafficking. However, the 2020 TIP report, Trafficking in Persons report, makes it clear that human trafficking does not always require a trafficker or a victim to move across a border. You can have trafficking at the local level within Barbados from parish to parish.
The researcher says one of the needs identified is for more sensitization and education. As a result, they've developed an intense 6-month public relations plan, part of which is a logo designed by Terence Holder and a jingle written by entertainers TC, Nikita, and Edwin Yearwood, who was also on hand to perform the piece. But that's not all.
We're also doing school and community outreach. So along with members of the task force, we will have the partnership that we have developed with Mr. Yearwood. We'll be going into schools and we'll be talking to children about human trafficking. As I said, raising awareness, giving them memorabilia, sharing messages on public service announcements on television, radio, in the wider community, in the newspapers and so on.
Now, although human trafficking has not been a major problem for Barbados over the years, the Attorney General acknowledges its presence. He maintains that public education and sensitization will be the most effective ways of ensuring that trafficking in persons does not become an issue.
And I recollect that in 2020, in my message commemorating World Day Against Trafficking in Persons on July 30th, I urged Barbadians to say something if they saw something. This public education and sensitization campaign that we are launching today will provide them with the ammunition or the tools to do just that. The information released through our brochure, our public service announcements, and, as from today, our jingle, will ensure that every Barbadian understands that trafficking in persons is a most serious crime with heavy penalties.
The event also heard a first-hand account of a woman who was trafficked from Jamaica to Barbados and put to work in the sex industry. Thankfully, she was able to escape and resettled back home. Lisa Brome, CBC News.